Music has always been used as a tool to unite people from all over the world, and in Israel that's especially the case. With so many new immigrants from around the globe, Israel is a melting pot of different sounds and beats, and the Jacob's Ladder Festival has found a special way to celebrate that. Shay Tochner is a musician who will be performing in the festival, and he joins us with more. Thanks for coming in. So tell us a little bit about Jacob's Ladder Festival.
Wow, it's a big musical celebration which has been going on for 40 years now. It started like a convening of the English-speaking community, mostly from England, the United States and some other countries, and developed into a big music festival involving people from abroad and a lot of second-generation Israelis and people who would never belong to this community.
Interesting. And how did you get involved?
I actually started playing music when I was 6 years old. And I played in Israel and abroad, and I was actually recruited in 1976 by the festival organizers who saw me performing in Jerusalem, and since then I've been a part of the family for 40 years.
So what kind of music can we hear at this event?
It actually started with real folk music, like traditional folk music, like ethno-folk music, bluegrass, country, and the rest of the country, and actually it involved into all sorts of Anglo music.
Which is interesting, because you don't really think that you hear that much bluegrass here in Israel, but...
You have, it's not big, but you have quite a number of people who play bluegrass, and now because the word is small with the communication, so you get a lot of grass from abroad, and people know what bluegrass is.
So, how do they select the musicians that come into this festival?
It started from the veterans like me, and then people just address them and ask to play. And they audition them by looking at clips or asking other people or going to see shows. And the same about bands from abroad, you get the recommendations. And but a lot of people now...
And they want to come here and they want to play in the festival.
Yes, a lot of people want to come here and play in the festivals, and also a lot of Israelis, a lot of local bands want to come and play in the festival, but you cannot accommodate all of them.
Of course.
So basically they have a very hard effort to choose which ones to play. And the base on going and see them and other people's recommendations and looking at YouTube clips, which are very crucial.
So, the fact that it's so selective probably means that the people who come to watch this are also competing. Who typically comes to these festivals? Is it tourists, Israelis?
Are you talking about the audience?
The audience.
The audience is mostly Israelis. The initial audience was and still is like people who immigrated to Israel from English-speaking countries. But they brought, when they, let's say 30 years ago, used to bring the children. Now they're bringing the children and the grandchildren. But actually the friends of the children, the friends of the grandchildren, the friends of the sons and daughters. So basically it's a big family.
It's a generational event.
And most of the people come every year. But still there's about 20 or 25% of newcomers every year.
Well, that's great. It means you guys are growing.
Yeah, there's a big blend now.
So finally, this is a big question. How can we go and see one of the festivals?
The thing, you have to go into the site, which is www.jacobsladderfestival.com, and all the details are there. How to book tickets, how to get there, about accommodation and everything. It's taking place exactly in a month's time.
Great. Well, I'm going to try to head there myself. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're most welcome.